Hello, lacrosse friends. Timing of the start of that feed may have been a little inopportune, but what will be tolerated is all of you enjoying some great lacrosse action. We have the LAXNAI 2025 championship game coming for the women's division. It is a battle of the two champions of this tournament. In 2023, the inaugural LAXNAI women's division was won by BP Lawyers. Last year, it was won by Sky Women Ascend. This year, one of those two will become the champions. There are your defending champion, Sky Women Ascend, and to our left, wearing the pink pinnies, are BP Lawyers. All right, we are ready to roll, lacrosse friends. We have heard the Canadian and Haudenosaunee anthems, and now the battle for the championship. Let's get refs. Three officials on the floor, ready to go. Sky Women are wearing their purple, going right to left on your screen. All of the women wearing the helmets that are Haudenosaunee Nationals helmets, as you see them gathered down by their bench to the right. are members of the Haudenosaunee team that won bronze at the World Championships last year here in Utica. To our left, wearing their white with the pink pennies, are the BP Lawyers. And I went and checked why they're wearing the pink pennies, because those are for when both teams have similar colored uniforms. We've seen that. We saw that in BP's semifinal against the Loggers, where they both had white jerseys, couldn't be distinguished enough. So I said, "You're not wearing those for the game, are you?" And one of their coaches said, "We are." And I was like, "Why?" And he said, "Because we've won 4 straight in them." So they feel like those might be their lucky pink charms. So we'll see if that works out for BP Lawyers. At the dot, Georgia Whalen for the Lawyers, Mequon Tulpin for Sky Women, and Tulpin takes the first possession for the Sky Women in their purple. Across to the far side, Ava Gabriel surveying. She's got Farrah Blackbird with her. That's a dynamic duo on the far side, and they're joined by London Lazor. Lazor's pass across leads to a shot just wide of the net. Davina Gillis watches that one bounce off the backboards and gets set again. She is starting in net for the BP Lawyers. At the other end, Sky Women have flipped the script from their first one, from their semifinal game, as they have Chelsea Gibson between the pipes for the first half. Chelsea Doolittle is backing her up on the bench. Gibson can't quite reach that one, so the ball's going to be loose. It'll be scooped up by the Lawyers. That pass didn't quite connect. Peace Batchelder was trying to get it across. They do get it through, though, late in the shot clock, and Gibson makes that save. Sky Women with the rebound, heading forward. Chazzy Cook has a goal and an assist in the tournament so far. Gets it near side to Jayla Thompson. Scored a goal in the semis. The lane opens wide. Big save by Davina Gillis as Carrie Lee Weiss just saw the Red Sea part in front of her. There's the Pink Sea in this case. First penalty of the game. It's going to be a roughing call. And we'll see if we can catch. So on the power play, BP Lawyers looking to draw first blood. Come up to the top to Aaron Bakes. Gold medalist from the World Championship last year. That pass was just behind as they tried to get it through to Brie Plester. That pass doesn't connect. Driving through is Farrah Blackbird. She's going to be able to kill pretty much exactly the remaining time on this penalty. Bina Garrow gets it, goes to shovel it forward. It actually popped over her stick already, but the hard back check gets possession and allows the Sky Women to kill the final seconds of this penalty. And Brooklyn Rosario double teamed, nobody there to help. Now they come, she's going to wind up throwing it away, but safer up there than where the pressure was on her. But the Lawyers get it right back, and the pass ahead to Bakes. She got a triangle of Sky Women around her and rips one off the post. Ball bops off the boards. Marge Donovan comes up with it. Still some time on the shot clock. Bakes, shakes and bakes, heads underneath, jumps, shoots, the save there by Gibson. Nice moves by Bakes, but couldn't put it home. And Bina Garrow will take this pass safely over along the far boards. They're going to find the late addition, Chazzy Cook, to the offense. She couldn't catch that pass, though, and lots of pressure coming from Emily French. Flings it to the far side. Sky Women will get it back, but they're running out of time on the shot clock. And it's going to go the other way through the stick of Anne-Marie Guzman. Guzman hands it off, and here's Batchelder. Sorry, Brie Plester. To Georgia Whalen. And that is Kim Dressendorfer with the shot. She has 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament. That one just gets away from her, though. And we're going to have an illegal cross-check penalty. That'll be Chazzy Cook heading off. See how the power play fares this time. They tried to get it through. They couldn't quite connect with the cutter. It was Brooklyn Hill. Deep Panton grabs that one. Skips away from the defense. The Sky Women defense playing a physical game in there, especially, of course, Garrow. Open space as the shot clock will expire. Big hit from Mequan Tulpin there. She's going to throw it over to Garrow. Nice job by that unit of 4 Sky Women defenders. Garrow gets herself pinned but makes the pass out. Good awareness. You could tell she was trapped between center and the defender, but knew where her teammate was and gets it over to Ava Gabriel. Now fighting through traffic is Tristan Burns. Passes it off. Streaking in from the penalty box is Chazzy Cook, and she scores! Chazzy Cook rewarded for her hustle coming out of the box. Aaron Bakes takes that one away from a bunch of Sky Women. The Sky Women are going to take a penalty here. Gillis is on the bench, and the extra attacker coming out.
Fans don't forget to stay up to date with everything that is happening during the LAXNAI tournament by visiting www.laxnai.com. That's LAXNAI.com.
Ripped from the top by Bakes, but Gibson just shoulders that one away. Gets up and out of play. Still 43 seconds on the penalty. It was Jill Benedict with the illegal cross-check call. Ball swatted down. Tulpin trying to grab it, but it's gotten instead by Bakes. Wide open on the crease and just skips off the stick of Pierce Batchelder. Here comes London Lazor. She's going to spin away from the check from Rosario. Grab there, and Marge Donovan on the run, races past the defender. One coming off the bench to try and take it away. That's Mia Mitchell. Donovan puts her shoulder down, but drops the ball as she's diving towards the net. What an effort by Marge Donovan. Breakout for the BP Lawyers. Handed off to Bakes. She's thinking she will let it rip. Don't yet. That did get a piece of Gibson. Will be snagged there by D. Panton. Oh, great strip from Connie John. What a job defensively. And then Brooklyn Hill gets right back on her and steals it back, and Georgia Whalen makes the pass to Bakes. Bakes really looking for a shot in this game. There's a shot from her backside, taken by Bree Plester. Good work by her. Mequan Tulpin stripped. She's going to go and try to get it back, but Plester does a nice job evading and gets it across to Grayson Jones. Jones will leave it there. And Dressendorfer hands it off. There's Bakes. Bakes comes across the top, gets stripped by Tulpin, gets it back. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Batchelder gets it through the middle. Nice catch by Bakes, but there was all kinds of traffic. She couldn't really get a shot off. Driving far side is Farrah Blackbird. Blackbird spinning through, but all of the Lawyers could descend on her. It was a complete firm closing in on Blackbird. And they come away with possession. Marge Donovan up over center. Leaves it there. Brooklyn Hill will drop it back. And they keep the ball moving. Panton trying to duck underneath. Does so. Dives. Scores. D. Panton. What a goal. D. Panton, that quick first step underneath, goes horizontal. As you can see, she is not the most elongated player on the floor, but she makes herself long to reach out with the head of the stick. So Lawyers stepping ahead 2-1, spinning and ripping. Nice effort there from Kim Dressendorfer. Doesn't result in a goal, and here we go the other way with Kendall Tababendung. She's got 4 goals in the tournament coming into this game. Great pass. What a save, though, by Davina Gillis, robbing Jayla Thompson right on top of the crease. Oh, that one's going to go 5-hole, slipping right through, and Tababendung with her 5th of the tournament will tie things up at 2-2. So Tababendung connects. We thought this would be a battle between the two previous champions. So far, not disappointing in the least. Georgia Whalen and Connie John battle. John comes away with it, takes a couple of big chops from Aaron Bakes on the hips. And she gets a cross check in the back in response. Bakes steps back to the restraining line. Pass across. Brooklyn Hill driving down. She's going to get knocked over. The ball will be turned over to Sky Women. Into the offensive zone. Waiting to the full complement, and then to Bobbindung. The last goal scorer racing in, looking for another. Oh, almost got it 5-hole again. Gillis kind of opening up, and she stepped across. Love the look by Gillis up at the clock to see if she's got time. They're going to push it ahead. They'll be grabbed there by Ricky Hill in the corner. Ball pops loose, though, and the first half will expire. We're going to have 2 minutes to get ready for a deciding 15 minutes of action here at the 2025 LAXNAI Women's Division. I'm Steven Stamp. Thank you for being with us here on LAXNAI YouTube. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 LAXNAI Women's Division Championship game. It is 2-2 through one half. We play two 15-minute running time halves. What a contest this has been. You can see how everyone got here on laxnai.com. See all of the results and scores and schedule and standings and statistics for all the divisions, the open women, the open men, the U15, U18 boys, and the Masters men. Bina Garrow comes away with that ball, barges her way through into the offensive zone, tries to get the pass, looking to feed it through, couldn't quite get it past. It was a nice transition defense there by Marge Donovan. That's the dangerous Lindsey John, was looking for something right on top of the crease. And now we will get a goal. That's a spin by Kendall to Bobbindung. She is on fire. You can see Bobbindung just makes that spin in behind, takes the check, gets a big pick from Lindsey John, fights through and finds that little space just inside the post. Georgia Whalen looking to pick up that loose ball off the faceoff. Didn't see what the call was there, but possession will be given to Sky Women. They're going to try to push this lead. London Lazor's the pass across, can't quite get it back. It's just off target for her. Fun fact that we have, actually, speaking of the Lazors, a mother-daughter team. London Lazor is the daughter of Brown Lazor, number 18. London wearing 16. Cool to see the generations together. Penalty coming as Dee Panton trying to get a goal back and tie it up. And it's going to be an illegal cross check going to Mia Mitchell. Check from behind. Illegal cross check, check from behind. Basically the same thing. Power play for BP Lawyers. Chance to tie it up. Bakes. Into the corner to Panton. Sidearm rip. What a goal there. Nice finish from Batchelder. And the Lawyers, a very emphatic, or matter of fact, nod of the head. You can see Batchelder just takes this pass, rips it around the defender, and past Chelsea Doolittle, who has come in for the second half. Sky Women continuing with their tendency or tradition of splitting halves of games. I was saying earlier, I felt like they sometimes would go more full games, but here they are going half and half. The other end, Davina Gillis remaining between the pipes, and that's a huge stop for her, as Chazzy Cook had been sprung wide open on top of the crease. Nice outlet pass from Gillis. That's going to find Brooklyn Hill, but it gets away from her. Ricky Hill was there to pick it up, though. Bakes. Brooklyn Hill gets this one. It's the cutter through the middle is Whalen. She's picked up, though, so they go low. Pretty good look there for Kim Dressendorfer, but Doolittle was right there with her. There was actually nowhere to shoot. I think it went off the face or the forehead of Doolittle. Bakes will rip one. That's stopped by Doolittle. Directs it over into the corner. It comes back to Whalen, and the BP Lawyers have a fresh 30s. We're all tied up at 3. Big hit up at center floor. Sky Women into the offensive zone. Pick the pass up to the top. London Lazor's shot is blocked. Rona did get through to Gillis, but it doesn't matter. It's just picked up by BP Lawyers anyway. Trying to fight her way through traffic there is Molly Little. That's going to be a 10-second count. I'll tell you, some of the fans had their hands up for the 10-second count for a full second or two before that whistle was blown. Donovan stripped. Oh, nice attempt there by Farrah Blackbird, but it just goes a little bit wide. Attempt to pass it through, it gets there. Great trail check, though. That's a saving defensive play by Connie John. What an effort. That shot just a little bit wide. Brown Lazor trying to grab it. She's number 18. That shot from outside is off target. Couple of seconds left to get a shot, and it's going to expire on the Sky Women. Brooklyn Rosario will tap it ahead and race to the bench. It's picked up there by Marge Donovan. Donovan trying to kind of bounce a low skipper through to Ricky Hill. Doesn't quite connect, but Hill does track it down out to Bakes now. That one gets through as Dressendorfer was ready and loaded to get that shot off, but it was stopped by Doolittle, who pounces on that rebound. Both these Sky Women goaltenders have that tendency to just lay out, just dive onto the rebounds as they land in the crease. Seen Chelsea Gibson, the other goaltender who started this game, do it quite a bit, but Doolittle there on that one. And that one's shot's a little bit wide from Tababendung. Oh, nice catch by Blackbird. She's got a player open, flips behind her back. Oh, not quite as Gillis says no. That was a heck of a play, though. That ball's knocked down. Just gets over the outstretched stick of Emily French. That's going to mean a chance to get back in the Sky Women won a penalty as French got a little bit high on that check. Blackbird shoots, stopped by Gillis. No penalty for checking the crease there because Connie John was actually bumped into Davina Gillis and into the crease. Big collision. Scooped up here. And Brooklyn Hill going to the net. Great slide help by TK Dockstader. It's a saving defensive play. There's Dockstader 3 coming over, just lowering the boom. That's a terrific play. Oh, but then the tuck goal. Is that good? It is. It's a goal. We had to wait for a moment to see the call. Now the Lawyers will celebrate. Here's the shot. Here's the hit from before. Shoot. Oh, here's the diving tuck. So they're saying that gets in before D. Panton touches down, and that's going to be a good goal. BP Lawyers go up 4-3. Bakes has it. Possession once again for the Lawyers, who lead with 6:20 and less to go. Bakes will circle and circle again. Gets a bump from Tulpin. All kinds of pressure on Bakes, and that left a wide open Dressendorfer, but she missed the net on that attempt. She's got it back. They've got 10 to shoot as Bakes grabs it. Pick from Ricky Hill. Bakes fires one that's blocked out front. They're going to run out of time on the 30 as Binagara will just get position. Up over center, and it's Brown Lazor. Tracked closely by Grayson Jones. She's going to flip it up to Blackbird, who has a pick coming. Bobbled it, has it, and flips to the near side. Fighting through is Kendall Tababendung. Scores again! Kendall Tababendung. Look at this play. She'll take the pass from Blackbird, who does a nice job drawing the defenders and then just fighting through that check. Bounce shot. Big goal for Tababendung. We're tied up at 4-4 with 5 minutes to play. Remember, it's running time until the final 2 minutes of the game. Then we go to stop time. What a battle. The tiebreaker, the rubber match between the two champions of the LAXNAI women's division in its first 2 years. Who's going to get bragging rights for the next year? Nice work there by Molly Little to come away with it. She's knocked over and back, though, by Connie John. And John's going to have a chance to move it ahead, but she couldn't quite pick the ball up. I like that officiating to blow play down because John couldn't pick the ball up cleanly after the play was blown in. So really, until she's got possession, there's a shot stopped by Gillis. Shouldn't blow play in until they have it. So Molly Little, as play is happening, is checking her, and if play is then blown in, that could technically be a delay of game penalty for checking too close on this restart, but that was just a strange situation as it popped out. Connie John 6. So anyway, good officiating. Dee Panton trying to roll her way in. Big pick from Bakes. There's the roll. Great save, Doolittle, to stop that one. Chance for Bakes. It's in. Aaron Bakes is saying to Georgia Whalen, you did that. That was you. Look at this play. All kinds of pressure. Great strip from Whalen, and Bakes picks it up. Post and in, and you can see why Aaron Bakes was pointing at Georgia Whalen. It's 5-4. Lawyers squeeze back ahead. Blackbird, she's going to have a go at tying it up, but they get on her. Pass to the far side, and the rip from downtown. I'm not sure if Tristan Burns was actually looking at someone, had someone in her sight, or she was just trying to convince them she might pass, but it was convincing, and she got a good shot off, turned aside, though, by Davina Gillis. March Donovan into the offensive zone, harassed there by Mia Mitchell. Mitchell's been really good for the Sky Women throughout this tournament. Handful of people have mentioned how good she's been. She's so tenacious. There's a block by Sky Women. It's going to go back to Dressendorfer. Here's Batchelder. Saved by Doolittle. Just gets the hand on it. Straight back to BP Lawyers. Deep Hanson's going to take her time, slow things down a little bit. Bree Plester past that one. Here's Dressendorfer. That rip is blocked out front. Mia Mitchell getting in the way of it. And Sky Women take off the other way. Little spin underneath from Jill Benedict. Driving to the net. Good effort by Benedict. Just can't quite get the shot on target. Great forecheck effort. That's going to lead to a turnover. Here's Farrah Blackbird driving net. She's got somebody far side, shoots instead. Oh, I think she wants that one back. Penalty coming to BP Lawyers. Doolittle is at the bench for the extra attacker. Pass through the middle. Great chance. Another save. Gillis. Davina Gillis has had to really be sharp here in the second half. Here's another drive down the middle. Carrie Levi shoots. Can't quite connect. Still a delayed penalty. It's a fresh 30. Sky Women get it back. Has to be an exhausted defense for the Lawyers. One hand underhand pass. It will get across the floor and be scooped up here by Farrah Blackbird. They've still got 17 on the shot clock. Hard rip is a little bit wide. That's going to be an over and back. And play will finally be blown down. It's a slashing call. That'll go to Courtney Norton. Sky Women will take their time out for the game. You get one per team per game. So here's the situation. 24.5 seconds to go. BP Lawyers lead 5-4. Sky Women on the power play with possession. Now, Chelsea Doolittle is at the bench. The goaltender. Don't know if she's going back. Giving up an empty net goal means nothing at this point. Losing by 1 or 2 is absolutely the same. But what's the benefit of having the sixth attacker? Well, the benefit would be you can have somebody up just the inside of center, your offensive side of center. They're going to send Doolittle back. I would think about it. I would seriously think about it, but makes sense to send her back as well. Okay, now Doolittle's coming to the bench. I like this. I really do like this. And they're just going to run everybody in there. They're going to go 6-on-4. I thought they might have somebody just back outside the restraining line in case a shot went wide. Farrah Blackbird didn't get a lot on that one. Almost grabbed it. It's going to land in the crease. 11 seconds. Davina Gillis will rip it down the floor. Can it be caught? It's stopped there by Tristan Burns. She's going to run in. She's got a chance. Shoots. It's wide. Grabbed in the crease. Oh, great defensive play. Marge Donovan. Game-saving defensive play by Marge Donovan as there was a chance for Kendall to bob and dunk right on top of the crease. And what a stop. Marge Donovan comes down and saves the final moment. What a finish. Here is that last chance. The final seconds tick away. And the BP Lawyers are the first two-time champion of the women's division at LAXNAI, the North American Invitational. So we will have the presentation of the Women's LAXNAI Cup. To the BP Lawyers. They are peeling off the lucky pink jerseys, the pinnies, the lucky pink pinnies. And now they're going to go and shake hands. Aaron Bakes leading the way. Oh no, are they switch? I think they're switching restraining lines. They're going back to their no, they are shaking hands along the restraining lines. Both teams had started to line up on the restraining lines, but then they realized they hadn't shaken hands. So Aaron Bakes leads the way, heads out, and you can see the heartfelt respect for these teams for each other. What a game, what a battle for this championship. And that's some great sportspersonship heading down. Just shows you the quality of lacrosse that is being played by women now that they're being given the opportunity to play more regularly in box. Reminder, there will be the first ever Traditions Cup held this January, next January, January 9th, at the Mary C. Winder. Oop.
Second place in this year's 2025 LAXNAI tournament are the Sky Women.
Sorry, I'm just backing up because I realize that there's a lot of voice when it's the BPA and myself. Bina Garrow will go forward to accept the plaque for Sky Women, who comes second. Obviously disappointing for them, but what a performance they put on. Bina Garrow was outstanding. Kendall Tabobindung, just tremendous. Number 6 for Sky Women as well. With 7 goals in the tournament, including 3 here in the championship game. Aaron Bakes named the MVP of the tournament. Game-winning goal. 7 goals here in the tournament. And a driving force. It's interesting because she was really kind of playing a facilitator role in the last. And that's a pretty nice little kick. As they bring the trophy out, we're just going to see that little kick from Aaron Bakes as she celebrates. And now we get back to see the BP Lawyers presented their trophy. Courtney Norton, Ricky Hill, number 4, and number 20, Bree Plester, head out to accept that trophy. Presented by tournament organizer Scott Neese. And he will step aside and let them enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're ready to go and have a big celebration with their teammates. What a championship game. Congratulations to Sky Women Ascend for a fantastic performance. And of course, congratulations to the BP Lawyers, your 2025 LAXNAI Women's Division Champions. Traditions Cup goes January 9th. So that Traditions Cup will be January 9th to 11th at the Mary C. Winder Recreation Center in Oneida. There will be 6 teams each from the men's, women's, and U18 boys divisions. Those 6 teams will feature the top team from Canada at the LAXNAI, the top U.S. team at the LAXNAI, the top Haudenosaunee team at the LAXNAI, and 3 other teams who will be added. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us. We will leave you with a shot of your 2025 LAXNAI Women's Division champions, the BP Lawyers, as they celebrate with the trophy and get some team photos.